Hello everybody, Bekka here. Today we're going to talk about the yard herb cleaver. Right here is cleaver. There is a plant that grows about the same time and it is called vetch. This is vetch. And this is cleaver. So as I was showing you out in the yard, here is cleaver and here is vetch. So they are a little bit different, but they can look very similar out on the ground because the leaves are kind of similar. But there is a excellent way to tell if you have cleaver versus vetch. Cleaver cleaves to your clothes. It is also called Velcro weed, so it velcros to your clothes. The reason it is because it has little bitty hooked pieces on the bottom of the leaves and on the stems. It makes it look almost fuzzy, and what it does is it cleaves to your clothes. And some other common names for this would be gooseweed or of course Velcro weed, and I think it's aptly named Velcro weed. I don't know why the gooseweed, but to each his own, I guess. But vetch does not cling to your clothes. Vetch also has a small flower. I couldn't find any today. It's just not quite flowering yet, but it has a small purplish white flower that looks almost like the leaf. It's the shape of almost like the leaf. And then you could also see that it has tentacles that it likes to cling to things that way, similar to a vine. Let's see if we can get it to focus. You see those vine tentacles? It's searching for something to cling onto, say a branch or tall grass, something along those lines. And this one clings with its feathery little hooked things along the plant. Let's see, can we get it to cling? There we go. And see the vetch. So what does cleaver do? Well, cleaver is known as a diuretic and has an affinity for the lymphatic system, which if you don't know, the lymphatic system is like your garbage can of the body. So it filters the toxins from your body and then takes it down to your kidneys and your bowels to be released, mainly the kidneys. But that's why this herb is important, is a good detox in the spring, and that's usually when this grows. As you know, I live in South Texas, and of course our winter weather isn't as extreme as some other places. The last week we were having 70-degree weather, and so therefore poor little cleaver thinks it's springtime, which I agree. It feels like springtime, though today it's in about 60. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But that is why this is growing at the moment, is because we've had warm weather. So look for it in the spring. And what can you do with cleaver? Well, cleaver is best fresher. Meaning that you don't necessarily want to dry this and store it in dry storage for a while, especially a long while. The best way to preserve this is a tincture, which if you would like to know how to make a tincture, I do have a video and I'll leave the card up above for how to make a tincture. You can also make a tea out of this. One tip that I would give on making a tea with this is don't throw it just in your water. Definitely put a container or something around it. I wouldn't even use a tea ball with this. I would use fabric or a tea bag because the little hairs that have the loop, that make it Velcro onto your clothes, those release off the plant when it gets hot, and it can irritate the throat if it's all in your water. And that's why I recommend definitely using some sort of tea bag, whether it's a piece of muslin tied up with this inside, or a muslin bag, or even one of those disposable paper tea bags. So that is Cleaver, and Cleaver is one of my youngest son's, one of his favorite plants to pick and bring me as he throws me some. Cleaver is my youngest son's favorite herb that he likes to bring me because it is so prevalent on our property in the spring and so easy to find. And he found some more for me. It's attached to my clothes now. But anyway, that is Cleaver. So if you have any questions about it, leave it in the comment section and I'll address it accordingly. So Cleaver is one of those plants that I talk about in my course, Everyday Herbalism. So what is Everyday Herbalism? Well, it's a course that I've created to help you recognize, find, and use herbs every day to maintain your health at home. Why do we need to use herbs on a daily basis? Well, that's the way we were designed. We're designed to thrive with what we are provided in our environment, and herbs is what we're provided. So with that said, I'll leave a link in the description section about Everyday Herbalism if you'd like to check it out. I will talk with you again soon, and until then, get healthy, be happy, and herbal on. Bye.